Salutations of the day to you all, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nadine Fortunate from Daddy Guru TV, a voice of the city and wisdom for all. And today on our business bars, we've got a very special young gentleman who's in the house, who is actually into business. So we want to know what kind of business he is, and him being a young man, how did he do it? Because I know that a lot of youths out there are actually crying foul and saying, I've never passed this and that. So we want to know, how did he do it? So, say.
Okay, good morning to you all. So my name is Jay from J World Managers Private Limited. And I think most of you know me as the Forex trader from Tare, right? Biggest in the game so far. So yeah, I'm honored to have been on this interview or show with Nadine Fortunate.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to go to spending camera at times, as a young entrepreneur. So yeah, glad to be here.
Okay, so we would like to know then, how did you get to start your business? How did you start J World Managers?
Well, it's quite simple. I mostly tell a lot of people that, guys, if you check, it just requires skill and knowledge. When I was 18 years old, 17, 18, I don't remember it, but around 4, 5, because I finished my A-levels very soon, like 2 years ago. Around 4, 5, you get to notice that I started doing Forex trading. Okay. I learned the skill, heard from Father Abraham in Harare, the father of Forex. Okay. Went to his seminar, etc. Yeah, it was good, but then I decided this is what I want to do. This is what I'm called for. Okay. Started learning. When I'm in a business classroom, trip my charts. When I'm in accounts, trip my charts. Economics, trip my charts. I pass degrees since I got my charts, but then started off doing Forex trading at the age of 18, and then after 1 year, I decided, okay, I can actually make this into a business, formalize it, because most people out there are afraid of being scammed. Okay. People that are scamming people, okay, who's at $200? Profile pics normally. So we decided to start something that can actually benefit youths, people that are still in school, because Forex trading, you can do it after school. You're on your charts 1 hour, papa, you make money. Right, so it's something I started. I was like, okay, let me make this legit. Form 6, we wrote our exams, of course. I'm not going to tell you the results, but they were good. And then we went on. After Form 6, that's when I decided to formalize the whole thing. After doing the books, I was like, okay, let me try reaching out to people. So here in Mutara, I think a lot of people know me. I've taught a lot of people, young and old. Can we call them old or older? Yeah, something like that. But then, as time went on, you get to see that Forex trading is not something that will help you as a small to medium enterprise business. Right? It's not something whereby, because they're grocery shop, who has customers to attend to, you have to teach them, this is called a chart, this is called Forex. Forex is foreign exchange markets. They don't have time for that. So the name J World Managers, we started off as J Capital Investments. Okay. Capital. Before that, it was J Capital FX. Okay. So it was growth over time from J Capital FX in high school to J World, J Capital Investments after high school, and now it's J World Managers, basically dealing with businesses. I saw it like an opportunity. Okay, instead of just Forex trading when I'm at home chilling, what can I do to actually benefit people with their businesses? Okay. So that's when I ventured into business consultants and investment advisory. I can tell you what to invest in shares. I have a couple of shares in a couple of companies. I won't tell you what they are. Okay. Stocks, bonds, etc., crypto. So it's something that J World Managers was a journey. It's not one thing that was just formed one day. Okay, I want to start J World Managers. It was a process from high school. And this is word to you all that you can actually start something at a young age. You don't need money, you just need skill. What's into something, when you start making money from that something. You say money is not this, money is this. Okay. Right? So basically my business now, I'm into Forex trading, but also doing business consultancy, investment advisory, and also some partnerships we've done. Shout out to Ethertech Private Limited and TevTech Private Limited, doing digital marketing, website development, registering of companies, etc. So I think that's basically it. Anything else you want to?
Yes, sure. So I want to know, how did you, as a young person, how did you manage failure and risk? Because I know that this whole forex trading thing, as far as I'm concerned, like as I was reading about it, is a lot of risks that are involved with it. So how did you manage that? Were you not afraid to simply lose money? Since you're also a young person, it means, or yeah, I want to know, when you were investing in forex trading, where were you getting the money from? Is it family legacy or what? How did you? I want to know, because there are youths out there who are saying that we don't have the capital to really go into business and start our businesses and make it out there. So how did you do it without the capital, or maybe you had help of family and friends? What happened?
Okay, if my family is watching this right now, this is the moment of truth to you. Oh, married to my colleagues, I'm 90, but I just family talk. Because you get to see it when I was in A-level, was a Princeton Institute.
Okay.
Most of the times, I had to link up with my friends, and then I'd receive money for transport. Madara mkazozvona wezvi zvakazobudikira. Taito haijikawo mota dzemafriends and some people that are really well known in this entire economy of ours, Zimbabwean economy. Then I got to be friends with them. So we now started to know that nina 6 notosvika pagate panhingi totomirira nguva dzekuenda na7 totoenda kuchikoro. $25 because it was 25 for transport kuenda kuchikoro every month.
Okay.
The 25 ndaimirira kuti each and every month ikapera ndopiwa $25. Ndaiva ndati nyange kumunani ndaitoenda pamushikashika ndototi coin rangu imwe yese forex. And I also know that now you can't do that, but just link up with friends who go out at the situation, guys, manage and do whoever. I think the people that I mostly linked up with were my friends, Dumburas, Kendricks, Shepherd, etc. Those are the guys that actually helped me out in terms of transport. But Maritz, my money that I started Forex with, I took the risk of eating Mariema transport. Maritz lunch, my dollar. You get to see it in high school. I never went with the lunch box.
Wow.
Never went with the juice bottle.
Wow.
And so just to take it out for
Okay.
right. But it's something which I would save up, which is your to be $2 per day or something. You would save up that too. In 5 days it's now 10. What end up with derive? Derive does boom and crash and volatilities like synthetics and indices. What is like a 10 guy go 50. That's how I grew. If you see, I think I will show you a peak.
Okay.
And I told them that around George or to Dara. Right now in Form 5, I think I just at the table. It's not cheap. I was like manifesting. I was like, there's gonna be 2 TVs here, a speaker there, a laptop. And I'm proud to actually say that I've done that.
Wow.
I've done that. I'm on my TV, and we're still going. But then yeah, most of my money came from Kutora Married the transport, just investing, hoping we're gonna hit the jackpot or something. And indeed we hit the jackpot.
Alright, I want to know. I understand that from a little background information, you're also a pastor. I want to know, how does faith and business work hand in hand? How do you balance remaining ethical in business and also being a risk taker and making sure that you stay in line?
Okay, another moment of truth again to all of you. I'm a pastor. Most of the people are still shocked up to today, my friends, when I tell them I'm a pastor. You tell them, guys, also ati muruseka kama njiwanda. Muruseka ndimchachatsa pinda denga. But then yeah, the whole pastor thing, I thank God for being a pastor, number one, because in a time like this, we're talking about the end of the world, etc., the rapture. I'm a believer in the rapture, the second coming of Christ. So I'm honored to be a pastor in this time and also a business owner. So now going back to your question, how do I mix business with faith? My business decisions. At times, this is advice to you all, young youths. Don't think kuti you can succeed without God. Don't think because you're doing drugs, you're drinking like everyone else, it's going to work out for you. One that have money out here, it's blood money, from what I've seen. Right? You order from what money is just blessing because I don't go find on. Nah, money is spiritual. what I've learned. Now, if money is spiritual, how do you get it? It's either you get it from the devil or you get it from God. Right? And I believe that in all decisions you're going to make, if you're a Christian, all decisions are not in prayer.
Yeah.
You make a decision up here, and then you go down on your knees, Father, this path I'm now taking. Now, what sounds what responsible, just hope for the best to marathon. So before you make a decision in business, pray about it.
Okay.
When you are now in action on that decision, you still pray about it. You're now doing a prayer of thanksgiving. Right. So those are basically the things we will be talking about. That okay, an individual, you cannot go far without prayer. You cannot go far without God. God is everything, and God is just basically what you need for success.
Yeah.
So in my decisions that I make, you get to see that when I'm at home, I think Kumbogo what was when I'm a speaker. I just put gospel music. I have a prayer point. I have a partnership with Nina Notify. I have this. I go down, put my speaker on, we pray about it.
Yeah.
So I believe that God and business will find out life social.
Okay.
Because you cannot be successful without God.
All right. So I think that as you were growing in business, you had faced a lot of criticism. How did you handle criticism as a young person and you wanting to really succeed? How did you really say, okay, fine, I will handle it this way, and you still made it?
Basically, I've handled a lot of criticism from family, friends, especially even in high school, when I'm in class, we'll be doing Forex, etc. Something that people will be laughing at you at the start. Right? This is a good on the family side, they'll be telling you, you get to the point of being compared with another person's son. And that's something I think really motivated me over the years. One, I university, always working out. But I myself will be saying that I need the path to it's not the one I want to take.
Yeah.
Right. Where I want to get to might be bigger than Zululo Itani. So you get to see it. The way I took it was just shut my ears to everyone. I think I'm the best son in the family.
The black sheep.
Yeah, the black sheep. I don't listen to anybody who tells me which is a farmer.
Okay.
And I think people have seen that too now. Which he will try by all means to tell you and prove to you which I have a farmer.
Alright.
But yeah, criticism from people will always be there in business. When you're starting out to business, people are always going to be there to be like, hey, hey, chichi. I understand people are not risk takers as well. The basic definition of an entrepreneur is the person who takes the risks to start a business.
Yeah.
So there will always be criticism from family telling you that but you're working on something.
Yeah.
And again, it's unnecessary to try to tell people your moves just to make them believe in you.
Alright.
Just do what you're doing silently.
Move in silence.
Wealth is built in silence.
Okay.
Wealth no good until square roots and abana. Yo, was one area on that I'm telling you, why was that? But then criticism will always be there, people will put you down will always be there. I think the best thing is just pray about it, have faith in yourself, keep pushing. And take the risk. Risk will always be there. You get businesses will always have risk.
Okay. So what habits as we kind of like wrap up, what habits can you say these were what made me? These were what gave me the made me to be what I am today? What habits can you say attributed to who you are today?
I think number one is ego.
Okay.
If you don't believe in yourself too much to be delusional about it, you never make it what you want to do.
Okay.
So what I always do, I can picture myself most of the times. When you're picturing your life, for example, you don't just think, okay, so you start by acting it, putting it in motion in your own life before even making it. I think that's what people call manifestation, right? I look at my mirror, I'm like, Mr. Chifayo, how is it? Practicing.
Practice it.
And I think another habit which got me here is that really want to be successful and actually meet up with those people.
Okay.
So you get to see those people are not people that will always be out till 12 p.m. drinking beer. Those people aren't out doing parties. Those people aren't out doing these funny things, always on TikTok, shooting dances and stuff. These are people that are always on ground, doing work, focused on what they're doing. Right? I remember an advert from Ferrari said our market, why we don't market our things on TV is that our market or people we're targeting do not watch TV. Like those are not people that will spend the whole day
on TV.
Yeah. Those are people that are on the ground working. Right? So yeah, that's basically it. I think so.
Okay, so where would people really get to see your handles? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? So that they can, if they want to actually ask for business from you, what do they do? Which channels do they take?
Oh, I'm everywhere.
Where is everywhere?
Basically, we have websites on Google, whatever social media platform you use to search up. It's www.jcapitalfx.com.
Okay.
So the J Capital FX is what we started with when I started Forex trading.
So it's still there.
So it's still there. That's my proof that we started. And also you can find us on TikTok on J World Managers. It's where I post my videos, business talks, how to improve your business, how to scale up your business. As I told you, I into business growth strategies. We scale your business for you. Okay, you want to move from point A to point B. How do you want to get there? So that's where you just contact us. You see us there on TikTok. And again, also on Telegram, where they J Capital FX. Those are confusing names. All different names. But then I think that's it.
Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the program. I think you have seen one young man who is into business, so you don't have a reason to fail. You also don't have a reason to not start your own business. This is Nadine Fortunate from Guru TV signing out. Thank you.